everybody, and welcome back to PC versus Console. How are you all doing this fine evening? Boy, it has been a while since I've had an opportunity to be on the server. Waylon, what is up? Langer, Phil, how you doing tonight? Dirty Bird Farms with the first chat of the evening. New Holland T6, sup with yourself. Rabbit Rob, it is indeed Friday. It is Good Friday for all that observe. Whole week. It's great news, Phil. Great news. I'm working on a 3-day weekend. Shadow One, welcome. Let's just hit a hole. Hot not stirred. Burns. Is that not cooking truth? I had some extra manure I was just stuck in the silo over here for BGA.
Affirmative.
Well, what is up? Hope y'all have not gone through too much of a withdrawal for the challenge. Yeah, this grass be ready to cut again soon. There's one of two things we're always doing. Cutting grass or cutting grass. Dirty Bird Farms, as of last Saturday, we were ahead by 101 points. There will be another accounting tomorrow afternoon. We'll get to see where we stand halfway through the challenge, because today is halfway. Hard to believe, eh? We are halfway. Got a lot of stink water. Chili Farmer, welcome. Welcome. Oh, what happened after the drought? Well, crops are regrowing. Crops have regrown. I can gladly report that Team PC was unaffected. We had 0 crops growing in the fields. And in fact, right now, if you head over to Driver 53's channel, I need to get a link to that and put it in chat. You can enter your own suggestions for the next challenge of the week. Let me get a link to that. Community, here we are. All right, people. This is where you go. Go over to Driver 53's channel. And specifically that post. I haven't really seen what the suggestions are so far. Maybe you all can put some of them in chat that you find interesting. You don't like the suggestion of all your John Deere equipment breaks down and you can't use it for a week?
Oh, I like that one.
You can't use it, you can't sell it because it's broke down, nobody wants it. It's just gotta sit there.
I'm fine with that. What do you even have, John Deere? One harvester? You're good.
I don't know. I don't know what we have in John Deere. It changes from day to day around here. Sup?
We
What's
have
up?
some proper green on the farm now.
I know these pluggers. They're awesome.
About fan.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it sitting in the garage.
I went to the store today, picked up some stuff for Easter for the kids. Came back. Thought I had something that was white for the boy. My wife says, "Oh, is that for?" And she gave it her daughter's name, and I was like, "No." She's like, well, "It's pink." I'm like, "It's white." She said, "No, it's pink." It's like, damn it. How am I supposed to know? That's right, Rabbit Rob, who wants John Deere anyway. Were we saving this slurry for something?
No.
Okay, because we seem to have an awful lot of it.
I mean, technically, yes. But we should be fine anyway.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the console versus PC challenge. We are 15 days in today. That means we are halfway through the challenge. Tomorrow afternoon we have our second accounting to figure out where both teams are. As of nearly a week ago, Team PC is on top, 101 points to the good. Team Console, though, I think they are trying to fight back. We'll see how well they can fight back in week 2. We'll see if either team was adversely affected by the drought conditions. I can and will report that as of Saturday or Sunday night at midnight, Monday night at midnight, whenever drought hit, we were utterly unaffected by our drought conditions. Super awesome. If I say so myself. B. Williams, what is up? Rabbit Rob, Soup. Optimus is in chat. Charlie Farmer, Dirty Bear Farms, Will, Waylon, and a whole lot of other folks. B. Williams, link down in the description. There is a Google Doc that has the scoring all outlined. And be sure to click on the pinned post. That takes you over to Driver 53's channel. He is sponsoring, if you will, the suggestion thread and the vote of what the situational challenge will be that each team must face starting midnight Monday night going into week 2. Caleb, what's up? Drew, how are you doing today? I am famed, Drew. I am famed. That's not a mistake. There's no mistake in that. Oh, stop it. Ah, it's a toasty, eh? It was maybe upper 60s today here. It's going to be cooling off. It's supposed to be 40 on Monday. It was mid-70s yesterday. That's a little chilly. Not super cold like some other places.
Tokyo planning on refueling animals.
That's for sure.
Horns needed everything.
Haven't started the cars.
I'll be done with the truck in a minute. Patton, what's up? Oh my gosh, slow steering on this truck is ridiculous. That's right, B. Williams. Scoring is a interesting and complex beast that encompasses many different aspects of the game, which means that there's no one strategy to win. Cookie, the truck is yours. The seat is plenty warm. I just, you know, gassed it. We have some fuel. Let me just see what needs fuel around here.
I don't know, I don't think there's a food, but you can empty the straw from there if you want.
That's good. That's good. Oh, we can feel this up. That's right. We don't waste our money on paint. Paint is a luxury, not a necessity. I have to say, I put out a new and noteworthy today on the Universal Autoload mod that came out earlier this week, and oh my gosh, that thing is awesome. Universal Autoload, if you haven't looked at it, definitely go check out the video. It's definitely a download. Replace every other Autoload thing you have with it. No more needing a special trailer just for a specific type of product. No bale trailer, no pallet trailer, no square trailer, no round trailer. How about you just use a trailer? And what about the fact that all the trailers, all the base game flatbeds are already set up for it? Right? Can't go wrong with that. Diablo del Toro. Well, the Universal Autoload has like 13 base game trailers that work. Let's see here. Let's go to these. So this trailer is configured to work by default. Oops, wrong one. This trailer will work by default. That trailer will work. This one will work.
One has your TMR in it.
That'll work. That'll work.
The other
That'll
one
work.
might have, I don't know. Might even be able to pull
And guess what?
from it anyway.
That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. And that'll work. All by just activating the mod. Patton, yeah, we're not full tonight. By any stretch of the imagination. Right now, I think they're doing a little bit of housekeeping, getting ready to advance into July.
Is there any or not?
Puzzle. Why the heck is it? It's only letting me fill up 2% for some reason. Unless it's glitching, 'cause it's next to the other silo. It's telling me there's a ton in here.
Okay, let me see.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know, for me it
That's
says
good.
0 there.
Okay, I'm getting the display
Okay,
for the
I'll-
one next to it. That's what's doing it then.
I'll pull ahead.
Oh, I hate the steering on this thing so much.
Shift just backed up.
That was somewhat too easy.
Alright, what else needs done? I'm just refueling things at the moment.
You want to till the field I'm heading to?
Sure. I just don't know what field you're heading to.
2-5.
No, don't let him do that field.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Liking on up. Reloading. I don't hear anything.
I would even say that we can move to the next one. Just let me check if the peeps have the food.
And we're good if you want to skip. I'll just dump
What
in a
kind
little
of
food tomorrow
BS
then.
is that? Thank you, Phil. That is complete another. Is this a modded thing? I'm gonna call that out right there. That is total BS.
What happened?
Apparently those fits have to be unfolded to refuel.
Interesting.
So I expressed my belief that that was a giant load of cow manure. Oh, Langer, no. No mods are ever added to the challenge. Some have been updated, but not added.
We can sleep.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, they are huge. They are huge indeed. I've seen some, but inevitably, whenever I see them, they're so dirty you can't see the model numbers on them. So I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know if I'm looking at a 9 or an 8 or a 7 or a 10. The Fendants. They're part of the pack. Where is it?
No, there's a big difference between 8 and 9 that you can see. Well, there is no 8 anymore. It's
I
7
need
and
a-
9.
I need a slight push here. I forgot about the stupid ditch and backed my back axle into it.
I don't know. They're part of something.
Okay. Coming to the rescue.
Maybe this pawn's
Comes
pack.
as
I don't
no
know.
surprise.
No.
It's a Fent Vario package. It's on the third row
There it is.
from the top.
Yeah, I was saying that I've seen some around Virginia recently, but they're always so dirty that you can't see the model numbers.
The biggest I've seen is the 930 last gen. Haven't seen any of the new ones. There's a big difference between 7 and 9 when you see it on the road. It's noticeable. I believe the 10 is even bigger.
Couldn't get it out, huh?
Okay, I believe we can go to the fort. There's something. Yeah, not gonna buy that.
Dozer! We're doing good. We're doing good. Getting ready for Easter. And Diablo del Toro. We don't know. We don't know if we're winning. We'll know tomorrow at the Great Accounting. We'll know at the Great Accounting. Wow. Big 900s and 4 1050s.
Ready to move to the next month.
Nope. I think we have to take care of what's on field 8.
Let me see. It won't wither anyway, so it can stay there.
No, but it's the other things that are there, ready to go.
We are going to have steak. Porterhouses are in the fridge. Schultz, what's up? wrap-up kid said they wanted steak. So I was like, all right. We only had half a cow in the freezer, so went down and grabbed some steak. Oh, Ray, sorry to hear that. It is mighty tasty. Ah, what's a pork porterhouse? Oh. We don't need that. I saw there was a header down here earlier. But I didn't know what it was. That.
Now you can leave the harvester down there.
I was going to come down here and pick up a header I saw on the mini-map, but it turns out it's a grass pickup header. Oh no!
Okay, I'll hit the sleep button.
I see the bunker is done. Oh, we have a proper tractor on sale. T8.
Yep. Oh, I thought you meant that 4755.
Remember how fast we got rid of those? It was like an evening of regret. Oh man. Did I really do that last night? Let's cleanse our palate.
See, there's a seed tender on sale too.
Yeah, I got that. Seed tender.
Were we picking up a header while we were down here?
Well, you can, you know, if you want to harvest barley with the glass, or if you do corn, then headers at main farm, but I can reset it. So there's the header. 37, 36, just down the road.
Alright. Southwest.
Yeah.
Oh, that would mean that grass field is ready to go again.
Oh, that's a funny one. You're so funny, B. Williams. You're so
Yeah,
funny.
wait.
I'm gonna empty the bunker.
Oi.
It was just the leftovers.
I think that was only 4 hours of work.
It took that long.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, later, Patton. Ray, I'd say it tastes good.
Yeah, it was a solo effort. So it doesn't matter.
Sounds great, Diablo del
Phone
Toro.
didn't take long. Back.
Oh, is this our field? It appears to be. Okay, question. It's May 1st. What's the first mod you're going to make sure you use? You've been a month without it.
Gas would come in handy.
Sometimes I have to go in single player and use it for a few minutes just to remind myself how nice it is. I've been holding up on starting anything until precision farming dropped next week.
Oh, and I apparently they announced during the podcast that update 1.4 was coming out with precision farming, but I didn't know that. So those fact sheets were a bit of a surprise.
That was just like out of the blue the other day. It's like, oh, we got fact sheets all of a sudden again. I think that Zerion's going to make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, it was kind of an obvious miss when the pre-order pack was the saddle track version, right? And people were like, well, where's the normal one?
That little forklift thing was kind of neat too.
Heated especially last check.
Yeah, I don't remember it quite enough. I think it'd be good if you have very narrow spaces for sure. I can remember if that's the if that's a model where like the whole body goes up and down, or if it's just forks. I worked at a warehouse for a couple summers a long time ago. They had some that were like the forks were on the back and you stood up in front of the forks and the whole thing raised and lowered. So, yeah, if you wanted something that was like 15 feet up, you and the whole machine went up 15 feet.
Forget about that random baby subsoiler and trailer they threw in there too.
Well, people were like, we've got this little Antonio Cario tractor, but nothing to use with it, so.
Yeah, it's kind of
there you
neat
go.
to see it.
Altona Gaming! Border selector, is that a mod? What's border selector?
Well, being that I have not basically 6 months into Farm Sim, so what's so great about the Zerion besides it goes faster?
Not articulated, so you're not dealing with that, but it's still high horsepower.
Four-wheel steer.
Yeah.
It should also be able to drive backwards or forwards, because you swap, turn the whole cabin around.
It's kind of like a more modern traction king, I guess is the easiest way to explain it.
No, just curious. I mean, I hear so much hype about the Zerion. I'm going, okay, what's the speciality of it?
It's, I mean, it's a nice, pretty good horsepower tractor. And since it has reverse drive capability, it's pretty versatile at that high horsepower level.
Tuki, can you bring me pick up and trailer down?
Yeah, where is that truck at? Over there. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yep, that's what I was in. Yeah, it was the warehouse that was for a regional HVAC supply company. So I worked at the warehouse and
Alright,
they had,
on.
I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 or a dozen stores
What I
scattered
thought.
around the greater DC area. So they sold parts and air conditioning, units that went into mostly residential installations, but they sold them to installers. But that was probably about 2 summers in.
I didn't see a trailer at Muckin still somewhere.
2 summers in college.
Okay, no problem.
I'll unload you, then I'll get rid of this stuff in the trailer.
Gives a little different meaning to you know, the phrase if it's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. You get up in the air there and they start to sway back and forth as you move around. Ginger is also good for nausea. We were reminded of that recently. It's a standing on one when it's all the way to the top is not my idea of a fun day. So guys, I want to remind you that the pinned post is going to take you over to Driver 53's channel. He is the one that put out the topic this week, seeking suggestions for what type of situation or challenge should both teams have to deal with this week. Suggestions are open until noon tomorrow. I'm assuming noon his time tomorrow, which would be Central Time. And then he'll put up a poll for 24 hours with the top voted suggestions. And then whatever wins, we'll have to deal with for the next week. So go over there and check out that topic. Upvote ones you want to see us do, or if you don't see anything interesting, put in your own suggestion. You never know what might happen. Diablo del Toro, we had drought. So Monday at midnight, all crops growing on all fields, AI or team owned, withered. So if you had any crops growing, they became withered. Any grass was kicked back to the first growth state. Ultimately, we were not affected. We were able to get all the crops we had growing out of the field before the deadline. And we even got the grass cut one more time before the deadline. So we ultimately didn't lose anything other than time and the fact that we could have started our growth cycle on our fields, but chose to obviously wait because that option was leading the thumbs up vote, and then ultimately it was leading the poll for a good part of the 24-hour period. So we are keeping an eye on the suggestions, as is the other team. Keeping an eye on the upvotes. And well, we'll plan accordingly. Jimmy Jones, welcome. This was a good week for mod drops. Oh my. I don't even know how many mods dropped this week. Hundreds? I gotta say at least 200. 250? We had, what, 6 maps? 5 maps? 4 maps. I've got one I'm going to release tomorrow. Got it released over on Facebook. I've got 5 or so new and noteworthy videos I want to get recorded tomorrow. And we'll queue those up for release tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, and maybe Monday. Oh, Hendrik, what's coming next week? What do you know? What do you know? Altona, nothing dropped this week. Nothing dropped today. I think Giants was maybe on holiday. I don't know if Good Friday is a holiday over there or what. But no mod drop today.
Not a holiday, but a lot of people finish everything even on Thursday, so they are home Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday and Monday. Whoa. Computer's Workbench, where's your mod? Is it in testing? Did it get kicked back? Did you get it resubmitted? I was looking at the testing list trying to figure out what it might be, but I don't know. I don't think I was successful. I'll just have to wait and find out. A week. Good for you, Autona Gaming. Good for you. Darren. Did you see the new and noteworthy today? I thought it was maybe fitting that your name popped up. Changed, huh? They wanted something changed. I tell you, precision farming looks really interesting with the whole environmental score. The fact that the better your score, You could yield up to a 15% bonus on top of that. Is anybody suggesting over there on that post that we add precision farming and have to deal with that next week? I mean, I think that should be a suggestion. That was not on purpose as much as just fitting timing. It just worked out, didn't it?
Yeah, it'll be exciting trying to figure out all the tricks for the precision farming.
That's why I thought. That's why I thought for sure someone's going to suggest that we have to deal with that next week. That both teams have to add precision farming and I don't know.
Would be okay with that.
Try to achieve a environmental score of, I don't know, 85 or more on all their fields or some crap. And if you don't, then there's some penalty or something. Right? And that sounds exciting and fun.
I'm still not sold on that plowing thing. It destroys your score. How are you supposed to work on the corn and beets that you have to plow after?
Subsoil is, I think, what they're pushing you towards.
Yeah, but doesn't subsoiling also damage the albeit last, but
It's not. It's not just destroying the ground as much somehow, and I have no clue how the spader will work with that.
Maybe it completely changes the plowing dynamic.
Yeah, it seems like with PF plowing is going to be very bad in general. I thought that was interesting about the spraying too.
Well, it just means the max you can get to is 90. If you plow a field, the best you can do is 90. Because I'm pretty sure that is a 10 point value. But I mean, around here, no-till corn all the time. Around here, no-till nothing, everything all the time. Welcome. ATS, I can't wait for that beta to drop.
Either blog post today.
No. We get new trailers. We get the Cascadia reskin. I don't know. Do we get a new cab? They talked about like some 70-some inch sleeper. Maybe we already have one of that.
3 new interiors, I think it was, for the Cascadia. Trims, whatever you want to call it. They put out a blog post today saying and they hid Easter eggs on all their SCS websites and stuff.
Those guys, they like to have fun. Oh, Diablo del Toro, it is a big time sink. I enjoyed it. If you can buy it on sale, get it on sale. It has got a ton of content, even in the base game, without any additional content. Mod support, you know, depending on the platform, it's,
or you can play it on the Xbox Game Pass.
you know, dependent. Oh, SnowRunner's on Xbox Game Pass, so you don't even have to pay for it. Pay $1 for a month of that.
Yeah.
Or they still have the 3 months for $3.
I don't know. I've got 1 month for €1, so maybe you over there have a different offers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I would say go for it, right? All it is to download. That's all you gotta worry about is the download time. SnowRunner can be quite frustrating. It's just challenging enough that when you
Yeah, just
complete
get
that mission,
off and never get stuck. That's it.
then you are like, I did it. I have to do another one because I now feel euphoric about being able to complete that mission. And the next thing you know, it's 3 in the morning. I think what Rabbit Rob is trying to say is it's best if you dictate the position. I mean, if you like Mud Runner, then you should definitely like SnowRunner. Same general principle, but just a lot more variability because you have different types of loads, lots of different maps, even in the base game. But it's lucky when you can be in that position to kind of name your position. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I don't want to do. Ah, thank you, Jimmy Jones. Thank you. We're going to work on this corner over here to the right, and then we'll have just this big block to the left to do. It's on the Xbox thingy. Now, Diablo, were you a Xbox player or a PS4 player before you went to PC? Alright, Jimmy, thanks for dropping by. Okay. time PlayStation user. I think Sony needs to get it in gear. I think Microsoft is killing them on the subscription service. So, what did y'all think of Goldcrest Valley that got released earlier this week? I see there's another iteration of Goldcrest Valley still in testing. Be interesting to kind of compare those two once the other one drops. That sounds like a great idea, Diablo del Toro. That's awesome. Use the power of crossplay with the console you already have, right? Get the family involved. Have fun on the server. Oh, Shadow 1 moved over from PC to console. Interesting. You don't see that very often. Those coordinates lined up. There we are. Boom. Chicken, what is up? Oh, well, you got a heck of a deal on a PS4 then, right? Oh, Diablo del Toro, that's a good one. So, did you see Diablo Toro's comment in chat? Even his 4-year-old has some sense.
Yeah.
We need a map without dang ditches.
If we weren't in 2021, I would say that the author was a veteran from World War I with all these trenches.
You just want this straw stuffed in one of our mini silos.
Let me figure out this. I don't think we need another one.
There's a crap load in this one here alone.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't take anymore. There's one on the other side.
Need to find a crew to run with? Well, Shadow One, Explanation Discord.
Actually, better place to store it there.
Explanation Discord. And, yeah. Keep up
The
with
one
us.
by the chickens.
No,
And we have so many silos crammed in this place now.
the other side.
We do all types of stuff. Oh, Nitrato's having issues. Game server has been rock solid. Rock solid. I tell you what, speaking of upgrades, I posted in the Discord that I bought myself an upgrade. It's supposed to actually be here on Sunday. It'll probably be one of the last upgrades I do to this particular system, which was built out in probably 2020, maybe 2019. But the only other upgrade I might do is a power supply upgrade, because right now I'm sporting just a 650, and a GPU upgrade when the prices plummet. Thor, I didn't see the blog post, no. Tricky was saying that apparently they have lots of Easter eggs in the in their website. A new CPU out, Tona Gaming, a new CPU. So I'm on the AMD platform, and right now I'm running a 3900X. Does absolutely fabulously. 12 cores, 24 threads. It chews through 4K video editing and video rendering, coupled with my 28 Super, my Super. But the AM4 platform, that's the CPU socket, the AM4 platform, it ends with the current generation of AMD CPUs. So when AMD launches their 5000 series of CPUs, they're going to go with an AM5 platform, which is no longer a pin array on the CPU, but a pin array on the motherboard, just like Intel. So all of the AM4 motherboards will be obsolete. So the system I have, the motherboard I have, will be dead as far as product continuation. So my thought process is let's upgrade the current platform as far as I can get it, and that'll be the end of the road. And I should be able to run a good 3 or 4 more years off of that CPU and system board. And by the time I get around to the AM5 platform, then we might be talking about the Ryzen 7000 series. and DDR5 should be mainstream at that point, and as a result, actually be cheap, be affordable. So that's what I'm looking to do. So I got a 5900X over on Amazon for $384. $384 for 5900X, still 12 core, 24 thread. A little bit higher boost frequencies, a little bit higher bass frequencies than the 3900. Just squeeze some more life out of the X570 motherboard I got. Well, it depends. It depends. 12900K, what'd you get that?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
I
we
can.
There we go. Volume wasn't working.
Cricket chicken, but you know what? My CPU upgrade is totally tax write-off. Because the only thing I use this computer for is creating content. So it is 100% business use. Optimus, you can actually with some share factory thing. I don't know how long it takes for you to edit a 4K video, but yeah. So what really sold me on it was I had like a $140 credit on an Amazon card. Apparently I made 2 payments in 1 month and didn't realize it. I paid the card off twice basically. And with the Amazon card, if you...
I really wish the production chains wouldn't reorder every time I log in and out of the game. It's super annoying.
If you leave a credit, it takes like 6 months before they give you your money back.
Yeah, or that you maybe
so the
collapse.
384 is only like 140 bucks out of
Yeah,
pocket.
collapse those really big ones.
Or, well, a little more than that. 200 bucks out of pocket. 240. Yeah, I don't understand Share Factory, but it's I think it's something you download, or somehow you upload your videos and somehow you use it. I don't know. But yeah, you can edit with Share Factory, whatever that is. Yeah, pretty much. I
So
take
Optimus,
full
what's on the list? What can I do?
depreciation in the first year. Diablo del Toro.
There's straw to be collected.
I see. Perfect. I'll move the tractor over closer to whoever's on the combine.
So I did the same thing when I upgraded my my office, my home office. This year I added early 2021. We put in a bunch of sound dampening up here in the new room. I upgraded my monitors, so I had 3 1440p monitors. I did some upgrades with a new mic. and some other hardware. So all that was deducted for business use because, like I said, the only thing I use
Were you guys able to get 4
This
rolled
setup
before
for-
you switched to July?
is creating
Thank you.
content.
Thank you very much.
So I stream on it, I record on it,
Oh, look, and we have grass to cut.
I edit videos on it to upload. So the only time I'm not recording or streaming is when I'm prepping to record or stream, because the other system I use in the office is for my real job when I'm working from home. So no muddying the waters of how often how much do you use it for your YouTube channel versus how much do you use it for, you know, just browsing the web or other things. It's like, I'm sitting in this chair, I'm making content. Which means when it comes time to upgrade the graphics card, same thing. Oh, that's what I did when I bought this wheel.
Are we going to
'cause I had
continue
replace
keeping the
my
straw?
wheel.
We're currently at like 3.5 million.
Yeah, we will. I need to discuss these things on the stream. We can discuss later.
We're
Oh,
hoarders.
sorry. My bad.
Or you can go down to Super Secret Channel 2.
Yeah, that works too.
You're like, breaker, I'm going down to Channel 2. I need to discuss something super secret. Oh, you got 150. Need cash back, bonus rewards. Yeah, so like all the giveaways, they were all advertising expenses for the channel and such, right? Anything you can do to knock that income back. I tell you, I can't really use the controller. One, it's too many buttons. Seriously, too many buttons. I never remember what button does what. And two,
Do you need me to empty you, Optimus?
just about
No, I'm fine.
any controller I've ever
I'll let
used,
you when I finish this part and
Good, you're
my
right
hand
up.
goes
Oh.
numb. My hands go numb
yeah, I was
after
emptying just a little
just a
bit
short
before.
period of time.
I always like to keep the pipe out when I'm harvesting.
So I think it's just how my wrists end up being. You are a student. I use it for academic work. So yeah, if that comes in on Sunday, then I guess Sunday I'll be tearing this machine apart a little bit and swapping out the brain unit. We'll be streaming Sunday night, want a new brain. So I made my daughter do her taxes today. Right, she wanted to do her taxes so she could get the money she paid in out, refunded. So I told her, okay, yeah, we'll do them. I had the day off, so I'm like, we need to do them today because they're due on Monday. So, So she had heard about TurboTax in class. She's like, we use TurboTax? I'm like, sure, whatever. Just go create an account. So she went through it. I made her do it the whole way. I stood behind her and she's like, well, what about this? Let's just read the question and answer it. Breezy, I do. It's over in, if you look at my how-to playlist, there's several videos on dedicated servers. You should find it linked in the description over there. Or I can dig it up over here in a minute. Hold on. So one of it was like she got to filling in her W-2, right? And they said, fill in the employer in box B. Then she starts to put in some number that's in box 15. What's the directions say? Directions say use box B. Okay, then why are you using box 15? If they say box B, then use box B. You don't want to be just winging it. Oh, really? Well, that was nice of them. Here's $150 Amazon bucks. There you go, Breezy. That's the game server's referral code. You'll be happy to know that the credit we get from game servers goes to pay for things like this. So I help finance the dedicated servers that people use in our Discord and for events like this out of the game server's credit that comes from the use of that code. I wouldn't doubt that at some point I'll have that issue. Wife's had 2 carpal tunnel surgeries, one on each hand. So, I don't know. Her taxes took like a half hour. Mostly because she was going super slow. Then she saw how much she was getting back. She got excited. She's like, oh, I'm glad that's over. I hope I never have to do that again. It's like, not until next year. Then every year thereafter. For your entire life, Nice. It's like someone knew where to park that thing. Oh. That's no good. Oops. There we go. Busy Bee Nails, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. How's it go? Shannon Scott, I have a mod just for you. It dropped this week in the Giants Mod Hub. It is called Automated Shipping of Animal Products. Booyah. Linky linky. Right there. That will do exactly what you want. Place that down at the wool spawn point, the egg spawn point, and the honey spawn point. And then you can set it to distribute. Basically, it's a little warehouse for eggs, wool, and honey. So when the eggs spawn at the normal spawn point, the warehouse just picks them up, puts it in storage, and then you can say distribute. And in theory, auto sell. Now for silos, not so much. Regular crops.
I'll dump that trailer.
Sure.
Yeah, just click that whole link. All you gotta do is click that link and then I'll get credit. Click that link and then order through that browser window. He's like a monster. That is a lot of snow for April. Where are you at that you got that much snow in April? Well, to set up your own dedicated server, all you need is a second copy of FarmSim and a free computer. Really doesn't take much. You can pretty much be run on anything. It doesn't need a monitor, so it can run headless. Sorry to hear that tech were disabled. Sorry to hear that. Oh, so this is a recent storm. I don't watch the news. I don't follow the news. I don't have a clue what's going on weather-wise. I do know it's supposed to get down to 40 on Monday here. It was in the mid-70s yesterday. So you sold your Xbox right before the storm. Man, now you're stormed in and nothing to do. Mr. Green Jeans, welcome. How's it go? How's it go, sir? I'd rather have green jeans than white jeans, because you know what? I could go years without ever spilling anything on myself. And then the day I wear white, right there, total klutz. Well, you spend less money on nails, Busy Bee Nails. C? I don't know what that is, but that doesn't sound too cold. I know 0C is freezing. It's been a while since I've pimped the post that is pinned. Everybody watching, please go click that link. Jumps over to Driver 53's channel. He is the console team leader for the console PC challenge. It is his week to put up the post as to the nominations of to what type of challenge or situation both teams must deal with next week. Click that post and check out the suggestions. Upvote the suggestions that you like, and if you don't see anything you like, put in your own suggestion, because other people might like it. There's still another 15 hours or so on that post before it turns into a poll, and then check his channel tomorrow afternoon, and they'll switch it over to a poll. Top 5 options will be listed there, and then you get to put your vote in on what challenge and situation we will be faced with next week. K-High 14. What's up? Well, first thing is, I would say, don't get anything with less than 16 gigs of RAM. That's the first thing. And quite honestly, that's probably the most important thing. The other thing would be, you know, budget. Budget's going to play a big aspect of that. But regardless of budget, 16 gigs of RAM is a minimum. If you get 8 gigs of RAM, you're going to be too limited too soon. AMD, the 5000 series are the current gen desktop CPUs. On Intel, the 12,000 series are the current gen Intel CPUs. You might be able to find some deals on 11th gen, or even 10th gen would not be all that bad on the Intel side. Island Crawler, I do not know, because I do not use Autoload in my own gameplay with any regularity. But I would say that there is no other need for any other auto-loading mod after you add universal autoload. There's no need. Because universal autoload will pick up bales, it will pick up pallets, it will pick up big bags, all with the same trailer. That's all you need. The mod includes something like 8 base game trailers that are auto load. So, you know, you don't even need, I mean, one of the big downfalls of the pallet auto load specialization is it included one trailer, I think, when it came out, and mods need to be custom for it to work, right? And we're seeing more mods come out for that specific auto load. And then we've seen what I call autofill trailers. The 82 Studio stuff is an autofill trailer. There was some stuff that came out this week. The IT Runner stuff, that's an autofill trailer. There's some other autofill trailers. And what an autofill trailer is a trailer or a vehicle that takes a palletized input that's on the ground and fills the trailer with that input, and as a result it visually changes the input to look something different. The 82 Studio stuff, it creates the product. The IT Runner thing, it puts liquids in like these barrels on a frame and puts solids, I guess, in a crate. And then when you get to your destination, you unload, and the act of unloading causes the trailer to spawn the pallets back onto the ground. That's what I call an autofill trailer, because really you're moving a fill type. You're not actually moving a legit pallet. Auto load, in my opinion, is when you are actually moving the legit pallet or bale from one point to the other by actually putting it on the trailer, and as such the weight and all of the physics of the pallet are on the trailer, and then when you unload it, you are moving it from the trailer back to the ground. And that's what I would classify as an auto load. And the other trailers are auto filled. They both have their purposes, they both have their benefits. I like the auto load trailers because I like to have the sense that I'm moving product. And I like the ability to be able to move multiple products. Right? The big downfall with the 82 Studio trailers is, heaven forbid you accidentally switch inputs while you're loading and you lose product, right? Let's say you have a factory that outputs multiple products. You have the dairy, right? So you could have chocolate, you could have butter, you could have cheese, all at the spawn point. You roll up with a trailer and you hit fill and you start filling cheese. The next thing you know, it grabs the butter and now your cheese is gone because now you have butter and you just lost product. The universal autoload trailer doesn't care, it just moves them all to your trailer. Because you're not moving fill types, you're moving the actual literal pallet. You can't lose product if you're moving the literal pallet from point A to point B. I don't know if it changes existing key bindings. I never change key bindings, so I assume the bindings that I tell you are the default. But again, I test every mod in isolation. I do not test mods with a whole bunch of other mods, because at that point you don't know which mod's causing an issue. Is the mod you're testing problematic, or is there another mod that's problematic that's causing the issue? So, I don't know. I assume Charlie Farmer, it's hopefully written correctly that it does not change key bindings. I mean, if you have something already bound to Shift R, then it might conflict key binding wise, right? The fact that the base game Mahindra, the base game John Deere, the 2 base game pickup trucks are all auto-load out of the gate by adding the universal auto-load mod. All of the flatbeds in-game are auto-load out of the gate. So this is auto-load right there. That's auto-load right there. No custom configuration. That's auto-load. That's auto-load. That one's not, interesting enough. That one is, that one is, that one is. And like I said, you get down here to these trucks. Autoload, 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 and autoload. All you gotta do is activate the mod, and you're done. If you already owned a pickup truck, it's now autoload. And good friend of the channel, Carrie, did a video the other day on how to add autoload to an existing mod if you want to. And if you're familiar with Giant's Editor, it probably takes you 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. If you're not familiar with the editor, probably a half hour to get used to it. And then I'm pretty sure you can hammer it out. You know, you can probably add it to a half dozen mods in a course of a half hour. And the fact that I can pick up pallets, big bags, big bag pallets, bales, all at the same time, in the same load. Or, let's go back to our example. You've got a dairy, you've got butter, cheese, and chocolate, all at the spawn point. But you only want to pick up chocolate because you have a really good price for chocolate. And you've got some chocolate there, and you have some chocolate that's stored. You can set it to say, I want to only pick up chocolate. And it picks up just chocolate. You don't have to worry about picking up the other fill types. It's amazing. You did not miss it because I didn't show that. I did show using the forklift to load the back of the curtain side. I didn't even show the curtain side. Where's the curtain side? Okay. Here, this. That's auto load, right there. Thank you, sir. I'll free up some more land that you can work.
Oh, yeah.
Your fancy new red tractor, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Customized.
Or does it have the better than all the rest license plate like the other one did?
No, I haven't changed that.
Nah, I forgot. Scooter's workbench. I saw the video was broaching on 20 minutes. I'm like, I gotta wrap this up. I'd say the only there's a few things that would make the universal autoload better, in my opinion, and that would be if you could turn on the ability to see a hashed area on the ground of where you were unloading it to, right? Like if you were going to unload bales and you unloaded a stack of bales and then you wanted to unload another stack really close to it, you don't really know. You have to kind of guess. If it had a little hashed area to show you the unload point, then you can line it up better. Or better yet, we go back to the autoload of FS17, right? Where we had the ability to move the unload point left, right, up, and down. That would cause angels to sing. No doubt, angels would sing if that was added there.
Won't get attached to the tractor because we change it every 100 hours.
Debug mode. I turned that on one of the mods or one of the trailers.
What do you mean?
And it showed like little boxes
now?
of where things were going to unload.
No.
I'm sure there's a ton of I'm sure there's a ton of things that it does that the casual user won't even know about. Yeah, that's the question I posed today. Is universal autoload the ultimate in autoloading technology? And then tomorrow we're going to see Southern Cross. That is going to be yeah, I don't the whole moving bales around, they magically float around. Yeah, that just doesn't work for me. It's just weird. Moving bales around, they float up, they float down. And yeah. It's nice for basically knowing exactly where they're going to unload. For sure. But it just feels weird to move bales around. And then the whole, you've got to have one, you know, you got to have a trailer for round bales, you got to have a trailer for square bales, you got to have a trailer for pallets. So now all of a sudden you have to have 3 trailers. But it works for all platforms. So that's the trade-off. Southern Cross is out. It's over at the Mod Authors Facebook. He released it for Easter weekend. That video is recorded. It is uploaded. It just is going to be released tomorrow morning. So that's a pretty nice map. It is Australian in location. And notably, the mod author changed the growth calendar. So you don't start in August, you start in February. Brendan! That is awesome. That's right. Lots of folks will use GIS information for their production of maps in Farm Sim. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting that he was able to set it up so instead of starting in August, you start in March. You still have the same growth schedule that you do, the same base game growth schedule. It's just what you would plant in August, you now plant in March or February. So September is now March. October is now April. Which then better lines up with the actual summer of the southern hemisphere. Right, we're moving into summer, they are moving into winter at this point. Kind of a strange idea for those that have lived in the northern hemisphere their entire life. Who says PC players need a guidance steering? That is as straight as a run as you're gonna get. Right there, people. So, I don't know. Over on Driver 53's post, has anybody suggested that the challenge add precision farming next week? That would be mine. I would want to add precision farming and make each side attempt to get an environmental score of, let's say, 85 or greater. And if you don't reach 85 or greater for every field by, let's say, the end of the week, then there's a penalty you have to pay. You have to pay the piper. You have to pay the federal government for not being clean enough with your farming habits. That's what I want to see. Somebody go over there, post that. Everybody go over there and upvote it. We got 57 watching, we can have 57 upvotes. That won't look suspicious at all. Perfect. Ho ho ho! Look at that, Optimus. Minus 500 points for not reaching the intended environmental score. What a better way to learn the mod than have to do it under pressure, under distress. Right? We don't know what's involved. We don't even know how it's going to screw up the game save. but we gotta add it. But the only way that's going to be possible is if someone goes over there and makes that suggestion. If enough people upvote it, so it's in the top 5, and then for enough people to go over there after the poll's posted, vote for it, so that it's the winning vote. We got 2 more passes. I heard the truck. It was a faint sound. It was a sound I like to hear. It wasn't brain rattling. Jeremiah!
Isn't that nice?
What is up?
Below that. Very much relieved to hear that truck.
It was like the other day on the way home from work. I was sitting at a light and I heard faintly sirens. I'm like, alright, something's coming. Like 3 or 4 minutes later, it finally showed up. I'm like, oh. Now if it was a Phoenix, you know, you'd have heard sirens blaring like they're right beside you. And then 3 or 4 minutes you're like, oh, it's way off in the distance. What's up with that? You want to just park that over there off the side of the field. Right, I just got an up and down and I'll be done. Well, Jeremiah, there's a thing called delay. Right? There's a modest 10-second delay from your typing to me seeing it. And then a 10-second delay from me speaking it till you get it back. Get it back. Alright, the corn is done. Uh-oh. Diablo del Toro, the government has taken notice of the
Great job.
burning potential of your enterprise. New regulations concerning environmental conservation require the use of precision farming. Large 5s for 4 scores. But what's the fine? What's the fine and what's the score? That's what's got to be defined. What's the fine and what's the score? Neo the 7th, that's right. PC players, go. We will have our second accounting tomorrow afternoon. We'll see if PC is still winning or not. Right now we are 101 points ahead as of the first accounting, which happened last Saturday. I like it, Diablo del Toro, but we need a penalty. And we need a target score. So environmental score is per field. So do we have to do an average? Or the worst score overall? Like if you have one field that's a 70, but all your other fields are 95s. And the other team has fields that are all 80. Does the team with the field 70 field get penalized?
Oh look, someone posted an idea on.
Ah, what is it about?
Precision farming?
Diablo del Toro?
No,
Oh,
I guess no.
maybe it's an alternate ego. Maybe it's one of the other 50-some people watching. Maybe someone else had the idea on their own. Maybe it's someone we don't know that has a lot of extra accounts. What's it say?
It says precision farming is added, scores on every field have to be at least 85, otherwise you get penalized with negative 300 points and 1 million fee.
Oh, that's nice. I'll take that. Everybody go upvote it. I'm gonna go upvote it. See, I like it because it's clear, it's concise, and it can't be confused. It's like, all right, we know what we have to do. We know the penalty. Question is, how do we get to 85? And what will the fields look like that are in flight? According to the blog post, fields start at 50. We even have to buy the field survey, the land survey, on anything that we couldn't just scan, right?
Yeah. Obviously the score would be at the field when you pull the save game, so whatever the score on the field.
Yeah, we might have to ultimately adjust it after we get the mod and see how it works. But still, I like the idea. Mr. Green Jeans, the poll is not up yet. Right now we are in the suggestions stage, and you need to go over to the pinned post above in chat and upvote the ones you like. The top 5 upvoted will be picked for the poll. The poll will start tomorrow around midday. Driver 53 time, which is Central Time, I believe. And then that'll run for 24 hours. So then midday Sunday, the poll will close, and we'll know what we have to do, and then it will be enacted theoretically at midnight Monday night. But if it's precision farming, then it'll be enacted when PF releases. Were those the only 2 fields to harvest?
Yes, for now.
Alright, I'll put this away. Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. Loady boy.
Do you want to do some potatoes?
You know, personally, I've done enough potatoes in my life, but this really isn't about me. It's about winning. And if potatoes make sure we win, then I'm all for it.
I don't know.
We're all going to be struggling together. But we'd have to buy whatever field has potatoes in it. So that's a permanent expense.
Yeah, and I don't like that field.
And then we'd have to lease whatever equipment. I don't really know what field has potatoes in it, but it might not. If it's that one field I'm thinking of, it's not likely nice shaped, and it's
Yeah, I think
It's
that's the
not-
one that you did contract on
it's
the
not
first
overly
night.
it's not overly big enough to really be super profitable after we own it.
Yeah.
Ah, well, you never know. You might have different accounts for your different personalities, and you might not really know that you have different accounts for different personalities, because each personality might log out before they, you know, are done. What if each online personality joined a dating site and they set up a date with each other? Would one get upset that the other one got stood up?
Oops.
The McCormick's good for it.
Watching it through my windshield, and then I get to see it through your screen.
It's like a
Replay.
Isn't that what ditches are for? I'll go back and pick it up after the stream.
Isn't the quad on the farm?
No, it's out by field 4 for some reason.
I drove it up there to take a screenshot for the thumbnail,
Oh, okay.
and then accidentally left it up there. So since I wasn't going to tab around, tabbing is bad hygiene. You can get diseases if you unprotected tab around. So I wanted to be safe.
Yeah, it'd be a terrible condition to get into.
So, yeah. Leave the streamer to just randomly leave vehicles places. Ah, well, Mr. Green Jeans, you haven't watched some Disney movies as of late. There's been some rather interesting insinuendos in some of those video movies. Alright guys, I think that's going to do us for the night. We are past 10 o'clock. We will be back tomorrow night, streaming here on the challenge server. I do not think I will have an opportunity to stream tomorrow afternoon. I need to mow the lawn. I need to record some new and noteworthies. So as such, I'm going to be preoccupied trying to get those done. But we will strive our best to be back here tomorrow night. The first stream after the second accounting. So we'll all be able to see where we stand halfway through the challenge. Now that we are officially 15 days in, halfway through. The rest of the challenge is going to be a piece of cake. So until next time, happy farming. And go upvote that precision farming one. Pinned post. Go upvote it.